Now it's Fields. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Fields. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they'll run it with Hunter, pushing through the contact. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Fields. That's complete right side to Komet. Touchdown! Cole Komet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Komet with a touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dawson. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Dawson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded with those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Oh, nice move. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Hunter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And you look at the Saints defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's That's going to lead to a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Through one quarter, 14-7. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On play action, Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down the 9 before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fields on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Yates. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He completes it to Olave.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
That is caught.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hunter. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
With his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake. Dawson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On second down, here's Fields.
He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Off play action, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for... point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the air again. Fields flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To throw on third down, Dawson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A final shot before break. Dawson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Out to the flat for Lacey. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up. There he goes, left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
This is Wilkins, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Double doink it
and it's no good.
in Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
This is Hunter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Fields now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Brzee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, Dawson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dawson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to send him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Saints get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control and see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone.
And got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
SEC violation.
No doubt.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Bears now ready to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields. Olave over the middle.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hunter.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Saints. 61 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down. Dawson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 30 yards.
yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4.
The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
Again, Fields.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off to Lacy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go. That's good. 4 on Bears. You got a mini base. 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
He He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Hunter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to pound it in with Lacy. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try again, and this time he'll get in. Touchdown Bears. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Dawson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. DJ Moore, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Don't jump. Ready? Good night.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here 2nd and a yard from the 34. Fields. The pass caught by Olave. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good. 4 on Bears. First down. First and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Dawson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Off play action. Dawson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. We're good.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Mexico City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bears, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.